We have this
ahead,
thing on our show called the King Daddy Topper. Isn't the King Daddy Topper of any contract negotiation, I just won you the Stanley Cup? So as far as his contract negotiation, if guys are going to the table with my goals against and this, and I did that, like he can just say, I won you the Stanley Cup. I was the best goalie in the world from January 2nd on. I won you the cup. And the same for the coach. Don't you think those contract negotiate? Like if I'm Craig Berube as well, my number starts with 6. These 5x5 deals are being handed out like candy. I just won the cup. The only thing that matters. How do you think both of these contract negotiations go?
I don't think they go easily at all. Don't forget, Craig Berube was a head coach before. He was in the American League. He was an associate coach. And sometimes you just fall into things at the right time, but you can't say he fell into this because they were in last place. Mm-hmm. He clearly made a difference. And so the Blues have always been a team that's kind of watched. They got about 20 owners and, some minority guys, and they've always kind of tried to do things pretty tightly. I don't know how they get away light on either of these guys. Because I thought at some point in the playoffs, I think we talked about it, you got to use the CBA on Binnington to your advantage. So one time that you're going to have the upper hand CBA-wise. But he won 16 games for you.
I don't think he shows up, Ray, if you try to do that. Yep. I think he's going to say, go stuff it. I'm not doing that. I'm not playing that game.
But so what's the number? Is it $5 million? Is it
starting point?
It's going to be a hard contract to negotiate because there can't be any comparables.
Well, his comparables are going to be, I just beat out Hellebuck out of the playoffs. I just took out Ben Bishop out of the playoffs. And then I took out Martin Jones, and then it was Tuukka Rask. So you tell me what the number is. Find the common denominator.
He's in a spot, man. What a great spot to be in.
Well, and the other thing that you can point out is Jake Allen is making 4.6. Oh. And he's got 2 years left. So there's, he just points over at that and goes,
clearly making more than him.
You want a starting point? More than that.
Right.
Now, he has to be careful, too, because, the Blues may take a step back and go, we're not going to be ridiculous in this scenario. We can't just give him a 7-year deal at $6 million a year or 8-year deal. They don't know if he can play 60 games a year for the next 5-6 years. But
Noodles, what about 2 years, $8 million?
Yeah, four would be a comfortable number. I don't know if he would accept that, though.
I don't think he would today, nor what agent would be like, oh, yeah, you got to take that. He will never have more leverage in his life.
Never.
No, you're right.
Ever.
But at no point do the Blues have more leverage than now.
Yeah, he's just going to say, trade me then. I'm not coming back. I did for you.
But here's the thing. He has to also understand that 5 months ago, this guy was not known to you two.
Right.
He got an opportunity to play on this team as well. They gave him the opportunity. There's got to be, to me, some common ground and common sense. I hope that the agent doesn't be a dink about it and just try and rinse St. Louis and go, well, he delivered a cup. Yeah, they gave him an opportunity to deliver it as well. It goes both ways.
I think this is one of the most fascinating contracts for me to look at because there is no chance that either side can pull another guy out and say, yeah, here's a great comparable for you, because there just isn't. And it is going to be a bear of a contract to get done, because if I'm Binnington, I'm not thinking I want to sign for 2 years. I'm thinking, hey, I've got a chance here to change the way my life is. And he really does. And I'm trying to sign for as much as I can, as long as I can. I'm trying to do it all. And the team's probably not quite thinking the same way. This is going to be an expensive summer for St. Louis. You win, fabulous. Enjoy it until, when does the free agent period open up? June 23rd or something or other?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're right back into the business side of it again. I remember one time watching a final, and I I was standing with a assistant GM up in the press box, and he said, "You know what sucks? This was in the final." He goes, 5 or 6 of our guys aren't going to be here next year. And I'm like, they're out there killing themselves right now, and a quarter of their team is not going to be there.
Well, the other element of it is all the other teams are watching, saying, "Man, that guy there, he helped these guys win. I want that guy."
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the guys that win, they've always got that stapled next to their name. And
Oh yeah.
it is collateral in their pocket. They can always look at that, and when they go to negotiate, some GM will go, "You know what? We need to pay for winners, and so this is our guy." And it might be a guy that never hits that height again, right? He never does it again. But he's a Stanley Cup champ, and I'm all for the player getting as much as he can. But these are not going to be easy contracts to sign.